Oprah Winfrey became the most powerful black woman in the history of American media. Without holding political office, she shaped public opinion, lifted or ended reputations of celebrities, corporations, even politicians, with a single nod. Today, that power lives far from studios and spotlights. On the Hawaiian Islands, among rolling hills and open land, Oprah has chosen a different kind of dominance: control over time, space, and silence. This is not an escape from influence, but its final form: billionaire peace rooted in nature, privacy, and quiet authority. Oprah Winfrey was born in 1954 in rural Mississippi, into poverty that shaped her early view of the world. Her childhood was marked by instability and hardship, but it also built a rare sense of discipline and emotional awareness, qualities that would later define her career. While still in high school in Nashville, Oprah entered broadcasting through WVOL Radio, a station serving the African American community. It was not glamour, it was practice. She learned how to speak clearly, listen carefully, and earn trust. In 1973, at just 19 years old, she became the youngest news anchor and the first black woman to hold that role at WTV-FTV in Nashville. The job gave her visibility, but it also revealed a mismatch. Traditional news demanded distance. Oprah was instinctively human. That tension followed her to Baltimore in 1976 at WJZ-TV, where she co-anchored the evening news. Ratings were fine, but fulfillment was not. Her turning point came in 1978, when she moved to a local morning talk show, People Are Talking. For the first time, she leaned into sincerity instead of restraint, and audiences responded. The defining gamble of her career arrived in 1984. Oprah relocated to Chicago to host AM Chicago, a struggling morning program ranked last in its time slot. Within months, the show surged to #1, overtaking Donahue, the reigning giant of daytime television. In 1986, it was relaunched nationally as The Oprah Winfrey Show. What followed was unprecedented: 25 seasons, from 1986 to 2011, with peak daily audiences exceeding 10 to 20 million viewers. The show succeeded not because it was flashy, but because it was personal. Oprah spoke openly about trauma, growth, faith, money, and failure, topics daytime TV had avoided. Oprah's book club, launched in 1996, turned literary fiction into mass-market bestsellers, reshaping the publishing industry. The now famous giveaway episodes made headlines, but the real influence lay in how viewers trusted her judgment. Crucially, Oprah chose ownership early. In 1986, she founded Harpo Productions, becoming the first black woman to own and produce her own talk show. That decision changed her trajectory from host to power broker. Through Harpo, she launched Dr. Phil, The Dr. Oz Show, and Rachel Ray, extending her influence far beyond her own screen time. She expanded further with The Oprah magazine in 2000, one of the most successful lifestyle publications of its era, and later co-founded the Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN, with Discovery in 2011. The launch was rocky, ratings struggled, losses mounted, but Oprah restructured the network, shifted content strategy, and eventually turned OWN into a profitable, stable platform. It was a quiet comeback, achieved without spectacle. Parallel to television, Oprah built a serious acting career. Her debut in The Color Purple, 1985, earned her an Academy Award nomination. Later roles in Beloved, The Butler, The Princess, and The Frog, and A Wrinkle in Time reinforced her credibility as both performer and producer. By the 2000s, she became one of the world's richest self-made women and the first black billionaire recognized by Forbes. Her accolades, including multiple Emmys, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and the John Herschel Humanitarian Award, reflect not just longevity, but impact. Even politically, her 2008 endorsement of Barack Obama was widely credited with influencing voter behavior. Oprah's career is not a straight ascent. It is a series of recalibrations, moments where she stepped away from comfort, absorbed failure, and chose control over applause. Today, she no longer needs a daily show to shape culture. The foundation was built decades ago, decision by decision, when she chose ownership, authenticity, and long-term power over short-term attention. When her career was no longer bound by filming schedules or daily broadcasts, Oprah was free to choose where she lived. And that leads us to the ranch she has dedicated herself to transforming into a significant part of Oprah's real estate portfolio. The ranch in Hawaii. Nestled in the tranquil countryside of upcountry Maui, the property spans 22.25 acres of pristine farmland, built on high ground to offer panoramic views of the Pacific Ocean and the mountains in the background. This is Maui, without the crowds, cooler air, open skies, and a deliberately created sense of detachment. Oprah began buying land here in 2003 to 2004, acquiring more plots over the years, transforming the landscape and turning the unspoiled land into a modern, personalized ranch. The property is divided into two separate plots, each with its own water meter, a subtle yet crucial detail in Hawaii. The first plot, 10.46 acres, is the heart of the estate, a spacious main house and a large, separate guest house or studio. The second plot, 11.79 acres, includes a small two-bedroom, two-bathroom house, ideal for guests or a caretaker, with ample space for a future main house and barn. This is a property designed not only for aesthetic pleasure, but also for practical use. Upon entering the estate through the gate, the atmosphere immediately changes. A gently winding path meanders through expansive meadows, surrounded by native greenery and the soft sway of grass in the breeze. The gardens are designed for more purpose than for decoration. Fruit trees, native flowering plants, and cultivated orchards combine beauty with functionality. The presence of koa forests, olive groves, and citrus trees further reinforces the idea that this is a living landscape, not a decorative one. The main house, redesigned with architect Jeff Woolley and interior designer Ellie Kuhlman, feels both solid and spacious. From the entrance, the eye is drawn to a magnificent large living room with soaring ceilings, exposed textures, and an immediate sense of tranquility. 4 stone fireplaces, each handcrafted and robust, are the centerpiece of the space, both functional and sculptural, and subtly impressive. Hardwood floors made from rare hardwoods are spread throughout the house, their warmth balanced by soft, neutral tones inspired by the surrounding landscape. The airy kitchen, seamlessly connected to the living and dining areas, is equipped with high-end appliances, custom-made cabinets, and spacious countertops designed for both everyday use and large gatherings. This isn't a show kitchen, but a real kitchen, ideal for long conversations, heartwarming meals, and relaxing mornings. Nearby, a study and a reading room create private spaces for reading, writing, and reflection. The master bedroom is intentionally minimalist. Large windows, natural materials, and a walk-in closet combined with built-in wardrobes prioritize order over clutter. 2 spacious guest bedrooms continue this philosophy: space, light, and comfort without ostentation. A covered patio encircles the house, extending the living space outdoors and creating shaded areas for entertaining, relaxing, or simply watching the changing light on the landscape. Beyond the interior spaces, the estate extends outwards. Pathways leading to outdoor gathering areas, recreational spaces, and a pool and spa are seamlessly integrated into the landscape rather than imposing themselves upon it. Even here, the design is understated. Stone, wood, and water are allowed to express their own beauty. Currently valued at tens of millions of dollars, the true value of this ranch lies beyond the numbers. It represents a chapter in Oprah's life defined by mastering time rather than attention. Days spent strolling the estate, hosting close friends, and withdrawing from the hustle and bustle of public life. Nestled in the hills of Maui, this ranch is not a place of escape. It is a statement. That success, at its highest level, ultimately returns to simplicity, control, and the luxury of stillness. Living on vast lands has also changed the way we navigate and integrate into daily life. That mindset has shaped Oprah's choice of vehicles. Cars designed for smooth, unobtrusive driving. Here are 3 of her most frequently used vehicles, each serving a distinct purpose. Car collection. The Cadillac Escalade has long been Oprah's most recognizable vehicle. Powered by a 6.2-liter V8 engine, it produces 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque, paired with a smooth 10-speed automatic transmission. Finished in solid black, its large SUV styling emphasizes power and safety. Its current market value is approximately $85,000 to $100,000, depending on the version. Oprah has been photographed driving this vehicle herself, often in New York and California, appreciating its strong road presence, spacious interior, and discreet yet safe maneuverability. Behind the wheel, the Escalade offers height, quietness, and control, qualities suited to someone who is always aware of their surroundings. Another familiar model is the Lincoln Navigator, also in black. Under the hood is a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 engine, producing 440 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. It rivals or surpasses its V8 competitors while still being smoother and more refined. With a current price of $95,000 to $110,000, the Navigator's appeal lies in its smooth ride, spacious second-row seating, and quiet cabin. Oprah has been spotted sitting in the back seat on public trips, suggesting that having a chauffeur is often her preferred option. It prioritizes tranquility over performance, making the journey a controlled, almost detached experience. In contrast, the Lexus ES350F Sport represents a more personal driving choice. It's equipped with a 3.5-liter V6 engine producing 302 horsepower, tuned for smoother acceleration rather than aggressive bursts. Finished in a striking blue, the sedan balances luxury and accessibility. Its current value is estimated at around $45,000 to $50,000. Oprah has appeared with the car in promotional campaigns, highlighting her long-standing relationship with Lexus, a brand renowned for reliability and refined luxury. The ES350F Sport offers a stable and easy-to-handle feel, ideal for short trips where she prefers to drive herself. Oprah's cars tell a consistent story. She prefers vehicles that help her escape the chaos, not draw attention away from it. Whether driving herself or being driven by someone else, the feeling is the same: stability, quietness, and the confidence that every movement is entirely under her control. Behind the sprawling ranch and luxurious cars lies a long, disciplined journey of hard work and careful planning. Every choice, every asset, stems from how Oprah built and protected her income streams over decades. So, let's take a closer look at how she amassed such a vast fortune. Income and net worth. Oprah Winfrey is one of the world's wealthiest self-made women, and her fortune was built through media ownership, production control, and long-term investment, not sudden windfalls. In the late 1970s, Oprah earned roughly $22,000 a year working in local radio and television in Nashville and Baltimore. Her net worth was minimal, but those years gave her something more valuable: first-hand knowledge of how broadcasting power works. In the early 1980s, after moving to Chicago to host AM Chicago, her income remained modest, but the show's ratings success gave her leverage. That leverage paid off in 1986, when The Oprah Winfrey Show went national and she secured ownership through Harpo Productions. By the late 1980s, she was earning around $30 million annually, becoming a millionaire by 1989. Unlike other hosts, Oprah controlled syndication and production, allowing her income to scale independently of screen time. Through the 1990s, her net worth surged. By 1995, it exceeded $400 million, driven by syndication fees, production deals, and cultural ventures like Oprah's Book Club, which transformed influence into revenue. By 2000, her wealth reached approximately $800 million, making her the richest African American of the century. In 2003, Oprah crossed $1 billion, becoming the first self-made black female billionaire. Between 2006 and 2010, her annual income peaked at $260 to $315 million, the highest in U.S. entertainment at the time, pushing her net worth above $2.5 billion. After ending her talk show in 2011, Oprah shifted from visibility to equity. OWN Network faced early struggles, but restructuring and partial stake sales stabilized her finances. Strategic investments, including Weight Watchers, reinforced her ability to monetize trust without constant exposure. As of 2025 to 2026, Forbes estimates her net worth at around $3.2 billion, with annual income between $37 and $150 million. Oprah's wealth is not loud or speculative. It is disciplined, diversified, and built to endure. After accumulating a vast fortune and achieving financial independence, Oprah didn't choose to withdraw from the world. Instead, she channeled her resources into causes that reflected her own journey. In the next chapter of today's video, let's explore her contributions to the community. Philanthropy. Oprah Winfrey has long treated philanthropy as a responsibility, not a performance. Over the decades, she has donated more than $500 million, with some estimates reaching far higher when including her foundations and direct support. At the core of her giving is a simple belief she often repeats: education changes lives, especially for women and children. Since 2010, her main vehicle has been the Oprah Winfrey Charitable Foundation, OWCF, which focuses on empowering women and children worldwide. Official records show that OWCF and its predecessor organizations have distributed over $400 million in grants. In 2024 alone, the foundation awarded $23.4 million, continuing a steady pattern of annual giving. Oprah herself remains a major personal donor, not just a figurehead. Before OWCF, Oprah's Angel Network, 1998 to 2010, raised more than $80 million, with 100% of funds going directly to projects. Those donations helped build 60 schools in 13 countries, supporting education and safe spaces for young people in underserved communities. Her most personal project is the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, opened in 2007. Oprah initially invested more than $40 million, and her total education spending in South Africa has exceeded $200 million. The school supports talented girls from disadvantaged backgrounds, many of whom have gone on to university and leadership roles. Oprah has called the academy one of the most meaningful achievements of her life. In the U.S., she has donated $25 million to Morehouse College scholarships, supported mentoring programs for youth, and funded education initiatives through partnerships like Starbucks. She is also a founding donor of the National Museum of African American History and Culture, contributing over $20 million to preserve Black history and identity. When disaster strikes, Oprah responds quickly. She has given tens of millions to wildfire recovery efforts in Maui and California, supported communities during COVID-19, and funded critical medical equipment for Maui hospitals. Oprah's philanthropy is defined by consistency and purpose. It is not about visibility, but about giving people the tools to change their own futures, and continuing to do so year after year. After years of dedicating her time, money, and attention to others, Oprah has finally reached a stage where she can focus on self-care. This is reflected in her daily life. Let's explore it together. Personal life. Oprah Winfrey recently turned 72, and her current life is less driven by schedules and more focused on health, balance, and quiet creativity. She remains active, but at a carefully planned pace. The focus is no longer on results, but on well-being. Oprah has been candid about managing her weight and understanding what she calls the food noise, a lifelong internal struggle surrounding eating and self-control. In 2026, she released the book Enough: Your Health, Your Weight, and What It's Like to Be Free, co-authored with endocrinologist Ania M. Jastroboff, in which she defines health not just as discipline, but also as freedom. The book reflects how this journey has become so personal. She spends much of her time living between Montecito, California, and her ranch in Maui, Hawaii. Montecito offers privacy and order. Maui offers space and movement. Daily hiking is an indispensable ritual for her. Oprah describes walking in nature as therapy, a way to process life, reflect on past chapters, and stay grounded. Mindfulness and moderation are guiding principles in her daily life. She doesn't drink alcohol and deliberately avoids excessive habits. At home, her dogs are like family. They are a part of her daily routine: quiet mornings, reading, writing, and time away from the noise. Travel is still important, but she is selective and prioritizes relaxation over publicity. Her personal relationships are strong and deep. Oprah worked with Stedman Graham for over 38 years, choosing to collaborate without marriage, a decision she believes aligns with her independence. Her friendship with Gayle King, spanning over 4 decades, remains one of the strongest pillars of her life. They travel together, celebrate holidays, and share everyday moments rarely seen in the news. Oprah openly expresses her contentment. She speaks of freedom, not freedom from work, but freedom from expectations. At this stage of her life, her focus is on health, meaningful relationships, and philanthropy. It wasn't a withdrawal from the world, but a final life lived according to her own wishes. Thank you for joining this journey inside Oprah's world. Stay with us, and we'll see you next time with another story of influence lived differently.